You are now watching this refly. Yeah. 007 James Bond, the where we're suit and a tie. This couldn't have gone any worse. I seen Jimmy High Roller video. I seen it. I seen this video. Let me show y'all.
Some guys just want to be the villain. Bill Laimbeer made a career out of being the villain. Kevin Garnett and Rasheed Wallace spent their entire careers terrorizing the NBA, and they loved it. Dennis Rodman's sole mission was to pester the other team into submission.
Yes, it was.
Latrell Sprewell choked out his own coach.
Oh!
For better,
that's what I want to do to one of y'all. Yeah.
Or for worse, the NBA needs a villain. Someone we can all rally together and root against.
For me, that's Stephen Curry. Y'all should join it.
And right now, that villain is Dillon Brooks. Or at least, that's what he thinks. Because this season alone, Dillon Brooks has managed to become public enemy number one.
Why you pushing the camera, man?
Become public enemy number one by getting into fights with Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Edwards, Pascal Siakam, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Chris Middleton, Draymond Green, James Harden, 7'2", 300-pound Joel Embiid, half the Spurs roster, and Shannon freaking Sharp.
As you probably have heard or have seen Friday night at the Lakers game, I want to apologize for my behavior. It does not matter what Dillon Brooks said or how many times he said it. Dillon Brooks said or how many times he said it.
It's almost as if Dillon Brooks woke up one day and made a list of the greatest active NBA players and said, F it, I'll take all of them. This has to be some sort of NBA record, a speed run on how to be unanimously despised by everyone. But of all the players Brooks decided to go after this season, of all the great players he provoked and pissed off on his way to 6 points and 3 rebounds on 38% shooting.
6 points, 3 rebounds with 38% shooting, talking shit to LeBron. I cannot believe this.
I think Dillon Brooks missed the memo on LeBron James.
Oh my God.
Because this ain't the bear you want to poke. See, in the NBA, there is a fragile balance between how good a player is and the acceptable amount of annoyance they are granted.
That's what I don't like about y'all, man. Y'all keep acting like LeBron is weak-ass, corny-ass superstar. And LeBron ain't got that clutch mentality. Dominant in the clutch. LeBron ain't got nobody scared of him. Name me one fight you seen LeBron get into on the court. The only nigga that ever tried to fight LeBron was fucking Isaac Stewart after he had him bleeding because he elbowed him in his shit. There was nobody you ever see try to throw hands with LeBron. Think about that, chat. I want you to think. I want you to think about that. Yeah. Yeah. Look at what be going on out here. Look at what be going on out here. Noah. You trying to bring up Joakim Noah? Nobody give a hot damn about Joakim Noah. The hardest matchups where somebody actually didn't like LeBron was the Wizards. Back when they had Antoine Jamison, Caron Butler, and LeBron was sweeping them every year. That was the only rivalry he really had early in his years when everybody used to try to piss him off. Nobody was doing it to him, no. That's the problem. Yeah.
Shout out to June Lee from ESPN for this concept because it explains this duality perfectly. Now, the better a player is, the more annoying he's allowed to be. For example, Joel Embiid is fairly annoying, but he's really good, so he's way above the threshold. Giannis isn't really annoying at all, and he's the best player in the league.
I don't get this Giannis thing. It really pisses me off. He just got put out in the... I'm gonna try to keep my personal opinions away. I'm trying my hardest, but I've never seen what y'all saw about Giannis. I can't call him the best in the league, but everybody else wants to, so I just go along with it.
So he's about as far above the threshold as you can get, right next to Nikola Jokic. And most elite players around the league fall somewhere in this region. Guys like LeBron, Steph, Lillard, Tatum, Butler, really good and just annoying enough to make it fun. But this is a delicate thing to maintain, because when you're good enough...
You said Bucks was gonna sweep. I keep trying to give y'all the benefit of the doubt. That's what's proving my point. I keep trying. Every year the Bucks do some dumbass shit. And it shows me that Giannis is not who y'all want him to be, but I just keep biting my tongue. I did the same thing for Anthony Davis. I'm like, bro, this nigga is he not like that? I'm like, yo, Joel Embiid clearly better, and people just questioning me on that. Now Embiid the MVP, and every other game, you don't know what you getting out of Anthony Davis. Chat, I'm keep trying to tell y'all, when I speak on somebody, I'm speaking from a place of pure factual. I can't explain how I know, but I just know. I just got this thought in my head, bruh. At this point in Giannis' career, there should be no reason he don't have a consistent jump shot, and he's not interested in developing one. LeBron came into the league just as athletic, just as fast, just as strong as Giannis, and that can shoot. He can't shoot yet, so I don't trust Giannis at all.
Enough, you can be about
He
as
ain't like that.
annoying as you want to be, until you're not good enough and become unanimously insufferable. Ben Simmons is the poster child for this phenomenon, but Draymond Green and Chris Paul have also fallen victim to this as well. Really annoying and slowly declining in ability as the years go along. Now, some players have actually had an opposite trajectory. Not that good and extremely annoying early on in their career, but as their game improved, their antics have decreased. The redemption arc, you love to see it. But some players have taken it upon themselves to be as annoying as humanly possible while refusing to hold up their end of the bargain. Instigators who have absolutely no reason to be the way they are. Players
That's
like
Chet.
Pat Bev.
Look at Zaza Pachulia. I do hate him. He injured Kawhi. He not really good at basketball at all. He was just out there to be a body. He literally just out there to be a wall.
Marcus Morris, Tristan Thompson, and
all the twins, they always beefing with somebody and they barely hit any spot up threes. I could understand that. Ben Simmons, he pissed off the whole Philadelphia city, so I could understand that. Bill Lambert, yeah, he was constantly beefing with everybody's favorite player, so it makes sense why he on that list. I don't know why Dennis Rodman not liked. Who don't like Dennis Rodman? He just grabbed rebounds and try to get on people's nerves. He was productive.
And even going back in time, there's been some absolute villains throughout NBA history. And yet, somehow, Dillon Brooks has found a way to be worse than all of them. Never before have I seen a player who is as unanimously disliked as Dillon Brooks is. And of all the things the game has to offer,
the reason I don't like Dillon Brooks, it's not even a LeBron thing. I'm going to be honest. The reason I don't like Dillon Brooks is because of his outfit. The reason I don't like Dillon Brooks is because of the clothes he put up in. I don't know what the Can somebody please explain this shit to me? Can somebody explain this drip? That's why I don't like this guy. You're making millions of dollars to come outside looking like this. I don't like this guy because of his outfits. What do you be wearing, bro? What is this? Can somebody explain? What is this? What is this? I just want to know, man. He's weird. This guy is just weird, bro. He's actually just weird, and that's why I just don't like him. He the type to watch Amine behind the scenes, and you can't tell me he don't. What is these outfit choices?
Where's Kevin Durant on this list?
Man, yeah, Kevin Durant is hate. I hate him, and he should have gone anywhere else. Yeah. I really thought Kevin Durant was going to Washington. He from Washington. They had John Wall, Bradley Beal. I thought he was going to Washington. I really thought he was leaving OKC for Washington.
of all the ways he can make a difference and contribute to his team, poking the bear is his specialty. Even worse, he's not very good at that either. Because even the worst villains understand that there are some players you really don't want to piss off. They aren't fazed by your trash talk, but they will ruin you for trying it. These players are on the Do Not Trash Talk list. It's an exclusive club.
Why is he talking
These players are on the Do Not Trash Talk list.
That's not fair to Drew, bro. Drew had to go up against Jimmy Buckets. Drew Holiday is a guy that I learned to respect. Y'all keep saying he look like me. I give y'all that. He twinned them. I get it. But he is a beast in the playoffs. And Jimmy Butler just an animal. That man gonna talk shit. He said, I own your ass. How you gonna tell him I own your ass?
On the do not trash talk list.
How the f you gonna tell a grown man you own them? And Drew couldn't do shit about it.
It will ruin you for trying it. These
How
players
you gonna tell him
are on the do
I
not
own
trash
your
talk
ass?
list. It's an exclusive club, and once a player joins it, the league comes to a silent agreement to never slight, jab, or trash talk.
Yeah, Damian Lillard a beast. He was talking shit to Russell Westbrook and whooping his ass at the same time. Russell could not hit a jump shot. Damian Lillard was, give me the ball. Shot the shit from half court. This man
now,
crazy.
Any player can break this agreement if they so choose, but not without severe consequence. Larry Bird would often get challengers brave enough to trash talk him.
See, we don't have footage of anybody in LeBron face like this. We really don't. Etnis Cantor, but he beefing with a whole country right now. Like, it's
Trash
not
talk
like that.
him, and the result was always the same: humiliation and regret. Michael Jordan established his position on the do not trash talk list early on in his career, but that didn't stop the occasional lunatic from stepping out of line and testing him. Unfortunately for them, Michael had an unhealthy relationship with squashing marginal NBA talent into irrelevance. The result of this was always a career night for Jordan and a downward spiral of shame for the opposition. Kobe was MJ's successor on this list, and right when the league thought that no one was exempt from some competitive banter, Kobe picked up right where Jordan left off and never missed the opportunity to make another man regret his decision to pick up a basketball. How quickly can I make a man want to quit his profession? Well, let's find out. If you trash talk the players on this list, they won't just give it right back to you. They become obsessive, driven to make sure that you become acutely aware of the fact that you are inferior. It's psychotic, really. And among active players, LeBron is the natural successor to Kobe in this regard. Time and time again, over the course of LeBron's career, players have attempted to trash talk him, to get the best of him. And time again, LeBron is given no choice but to remind them exactly why that's the worst decision they've ever made on a basketball court. But unlike his predecessors, there's one thing missing about LeBron and his presence on the court: fear. It's been said by countless players across generations that opposing players feared the likes of Bird and Mike and Kobe, but despite being the most daunting force of his generation, LeBron James isn't necessarily feared.
Where's this statement coming from? LeBron ain't feared. You ain't gotta fear him to respect him. Nobody in his face. All these clips of trash talk, nobody's in his face. Nobody's in his face with him. This is just a basketball play. They being aggressive in the finals. None of this is trash talking in each other's face. He talking to the other team bench. They all chilling.
Some players
none
say
of that.
This idea that as great as LeBron is, he isn't the killer that those players were.
Chalmers and James still talking about it, and James gets very upset with Chalmers right here and gets in his face. These two have had that kind of relationship. Yes. Chalmers has always been kind of the little brother that they yell at.
It is weird because I've watched LeBron's entire career and I vividly remember this, and this, and this, oh, and this, and every other player who stepped out of line getting walked like
this man was blowing in his ear. I still don't understand this. Why was he blowing in his ear?
a dog by LeBron James. Now, most players across the league know that this line of thinking, that LeBron isn't feared, is absolute horseshit. Dillon Brooks is not one of those players. And so, in an attempt to find some sort of value to his team, Dillon Brooks begins his campaign to annoy the hell out of LeBron, disrespecting him in the middle of games, calling him out in interviews, saying he's old, he's washed up. LeBron hadn't earned Dillon's respect yet. Despite Brooks' 5-14 career record against LeBron and the atrocious
He said he 5-14 against LeBron.
gap in head-to-head performances, Dillon Brooks was incessant, determined. It got so bad that even Skip Bayless, the LeBron hater, wanted LeBron to shut the kid up.
I seethe over this to the point that I want LeBron to destroy this man. Because
And for you to say that,
so,
that's saying
but
something.
it's so out of bounds what he did. It's so uncalled for. It's so beneath the dignity of one LeBron Ramon James that he can destroy this kid if he so chose to do.
And then to top off all the antics, Brooks drove the final nail into the coffin when he said this about LeBron and the Lakers leading into the playoffs.
But I wouldn't mind playing LeBron in a 7-game series.
You f***ing dumbass.
The legacy's there. First time back in the playoffs, knock them out right away in the first round.
And that was it. Unbeknownst to him, Dillon Brooks had just ended the Grizzlies season. The playoffs hadn't even began, and yet the outcome was already determined. The kid flew too close to the sun, and his fate was sealed.
I never knew that Dillon Brooks even said that. I never knew he said that. How you gonna ask for LeBron in the first round of the playoffs, his first year back in the playoffs, and you get cooked? How you gonna ask for this and you ain't even ready for it?
That guy, LeBron James, set the tone and tenor of this game early. 8 quick points on his way to 25, 9 rebounds, and 5 D's.
Okay, so the Lakers get out to a 2-1 lead in the series. That's not the end of the world. You can still come back from that.
The Los Angeles Lakers have the Grizzlies on the brink of elimination. Dillon Brooks picks up James. He wanted James. He gets him. James drives. James is fouled and one. LeBron!
All right. A historic night for LeBron. Not a good look for old Brooks. He should probably turn it up if he wants to salvage this year.
With the board and put back. He is
That
dominating.
man is cooked.
James popped the clutch. Got it to fall.
How LeBron give him 20 points, 20 rebounds, then beat their ass by 40? He said LeBron got to drop 40 on me for me to respect him. Y'all lost by 40. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. That is insane. How do you... You're an idiot, man. Why is he talking?
Slocked up by James. Oh! He rose up. It's not quite winter for LeBron James. The Los Angeles Lakers will advance by virtue of a 125-85 win.
You know, I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40. I pride myself on, what I do is defense and taking on any challenge that's on the board.
Of all the outcomes and ways this entire saga could have ended, Brooks found himself right in the middle of the worst one. Get outplayed every single game? Check. Have a historic night dropped right on your head? Check. Get ejected from a game at the hands of the guy you were trash talking? Check. Get sent home in the first round as the 2 seed by the old guy you went out of your way to disrespect?
Oh my goodness.
Check. Must we not forget, this is what Brooks wanted, and it's what he got. But you want to know what's worse than an obscure NBA player trying to be the villain? An obscure NBA player trying to be the villain, but after seeing the mess he's made, decides halfway through a playoff series that he doesn't want to be the villain anymore. Because after getting ejected from Game 3, Dillon Brooks had the audacity to say that we, the fans, are making him out to be the villain.
Media making me a villain, the fans making me a villain, and then that just creates a whole different persona on me. So now you think I intended to hit LeBron James in the nuts.
That's right. It's our fault. It couldn't be the season-long pest crusade he went on or the direct trash talk he was doing all season. It's just merely our perception on it. But wait, there's more. Because after LeBron went for a historic 20-20 in Game 4 and laid the dagger right on Brooks, the man refused to talk to the media and avoided all questions and interviews after the game. How ironic.
Now he want to act quiet like he ain't got nothing to say after LeBron shut his dumb ass up.
You mean this guy doesn't want to do
Buddy was touching nuts all season.
a post-game interview? But at the end of the day, you take your L and you move on. Dillon Brooks, like countless players before him, learned the hard way that he just isn't that guy. I mean, how much worse could this possibly get?
According to a new report from Shams of The Athletic, the Grizzlies told soon-to-be free agent Dillon Brooks he's not coming back to the team, quote, under any circumstances. Woo.
I take that back. This is literally the worst case of mess around and find out I've ever seen in my life.
How you get fired from your job for talking all this shit? This man go tell LeBron, you gotta give me 40 so I can respect you. The Grizzlies said, nigga, you gotta be putting up 40 for us to keep you. This motherfucker here. I can't do this. How you get fired from your job? I can't, man. This boy is on the second team all defense. He really second team all defense this year. And the Grizzlies said, I don't even care, bro. Get away from us. Get your dumb out of here. They don't care about nothing he brought to this team. That's wild to me. They don't want nothing to do with his dumb because he don't know how to shut up with them whack-ass outfits. They don't know what to do with this man.
Now, I've seen players get humiliated, sent home, benched for talking too much. But in all my days, I have never seen a player, a starter in the NBA, get released because he was talking too much trash. Even his own team said, all right, buddy, that's enough out of you. And it's not like Brooks was a bad player, mediocre for sure, but for the Grizzlies to go to this extent to make sure that he never cost them another playoff series again is actually insane. Here's the thing. If you are going to be the bad guy, a pest, the villain, you have to embrace it, and you have to accept what comes with it. Patrick Beverley is about as unapologetic as one man can be. He's insufferable, and he'd have it no other way. Draymond Green is a jerk, an instigator, and he knows it. Trae Young loves being the villain. Dillon Brooks does not. Because as a wise man once said, everybody acting tough when they're up. Now that LeBron is older, he's slowed down, he gets injured more often, can't jump as high or run as fast, some players are beginning to think that LeBron is no longer on the do not trash talk list, that the door has opened back up and they can talk smack without consequence. But even in his ancient age, 20 years of mileage, and apparently not being one of the most feared players in the NBA, LeBron still managed to teach Brooks a lesson he'll never forget. Some bears just ain't worth poking. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
That's a shame. That is a shame. That dumb man. Shouldn't have been talking shit. That's all you can say, man. You shouldn't have been talking shit.